Excuse me. Welcome to Bay of Funny Fortunes. My name is Natalie. I'm an empath and intuitive card reader. I'm here today to do the mid-monthly December reading for 2016 for the sign of Scorpio. Scorpio. Hello, Michelle. Michelle is a member of Bay of Funny Fortunes from Facebook. She messaged me a week or so ago and said she wants to give me one of their candles. They run a business where they make these candles, and I'm just doing a plug for her, promotional plug, because I believe in her candles. I think they're great. They're from they're called Intuitive Candles, and they have a website, intuitivecandles.com. These are soy-based candles, all handcrafted right here in New Brunswick, Canada. And the smells are, and she showed up at my door and she had a satchel full of every scent you can dream up. She had a candle for it. These makes beautiful, these are my words, they make beautiful Christmas gifts. Candles they're a great gift to give any time of the year, but especially Christmas, and the scented ones. Like I said, every scent you can think of. But they're special because if you give it as a gift, it's two gifts in one, really. So it's a 2-wicked candle, and you can see that I've used mine heavily. Isn't that awful, Michelle? I went through it that fast. And I used it quite heavy, like even not just in all the readings, but outside of the readings, just for my own pleasure as well. But when the wax melts after you've lit the candle and it melts, there's a buried treasure hidden within the wax. You can see it, a piece of tinfoil wrap that has something wrapped around something. And so you fish it out, lay a newspaper or a cloth down, fish it out with tweezers, don't burn yourself, put it on the cloth. Wait for the tinfoil to cool a bit, then open it up. And what gets revealed is, and there's high in numbers, they have a wide variety of stones and amulets that are buried beneath. So she told me to choose whatever one I wanted, so I chose Fundy Breeze. I have not been sorry for my choice. I've enjoyed every moment of it. It's been fantastic. And here's what my treasure was. It's called an aventurine or adventurite. I'm not sure. It's an amulet. It's a beautiful stone, absolutely stunning. It's gorgeous lines through it. This enhances intuition, a sense of well-being, a sense of clarity. It strengthens the third eye. And it has a whole list of beneficial things that it brings to you in your life. So you can look them up if you want to, but go to their website, www.intuitivecandles.com. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I'll be holding this throughout the reading. So why don't we get started, Scorpio? How is that, Michelle? Hope you like the plug. All right. So I've already cleansed the cards, refreshed the energies and the vibrations. And now we just need to shuffle. We ask that the spirit guides, masters of the universe, masters of the natural world order, to bring any messages that it may have for the sign of Scorpio for this mid-month general reading, December 2016. This is my last reading for the mid-monthlies. Sorry, Scorpio, it's just the way it worked out. I always try to start with the birthday month, and this time with Sagittarius. I think I got screwed up in one other sign somewhere down the road. But anyway, Scorpio, you ended up being at the last. Your turn will come around again, and you'll be first before you know it. Please bring us some messages for this Scorpio, Scorpio, Scorpio. Scorpio is always, I find, interesting to read Scorpio. Oh, I didn't get washed out. Okay, the sun's moving fast. I had to put a cloth up there, tape it to my window, because you can see the rays coming in. They look like rays from heaven, don't they? and I was getting washed out real bad, so you couldn't see me or the cards. Not that you need to see me, but when I hold the cards up, you couldn't see them. And it just fell down. So, bitter cold here. It's like we're sitting in the middle of Alaska somewhere, where an emergency extreme cold warnings are in effect. Do not go outside. Bitterly, bitterly cold. For those of you that run on the Celsius scale, it's minus 37 here with the wind chill. And minus 21 without, so it's pretty cold. This is for Scorpio. Give us a good reading for Scorpio. Thank you for this. Alright. One more. There. Alright, I forgot to light my intuitive candle. Work with me here, work with me. Burned me too. That wasn't good. There we go. Set that off to the side. How can we go wrong? Tarot cards, amulets, intuitive candles. Oh, that's right too. We were there, weren't we? Alright. 5-card spread using the Oceanic Tarot deck, written by Jane Wallace and illustrations by Jane Delaford Taylor. First card is your overall energy for this reading, and I pulled for you the Chariot. It's about movement. Second card that I pulled for you, your house of finances and wealth. Nine of Swords, about anxiety. Third card that I pulled, the Hermit. It's all about contemplation. This is everything close to your heart, everything concerning love. Contemplation. Fourth card that I pulled for you in your challenges. Ace of Swords, all about victory. Your challenges for mid-December. Scorpio. And the fifth and final card, your message from Spirit. It's the second time I've had this today. 9 of Wands, about defense. And when we've exhausted the messages of these 5 cards, we'll pull one significator for the overall reading from the deck of tarot. Okay. Don't want to be spilling the... I've spilled that box twice and what a mess. Okay, so let's see what we have here. Scorpio. Remember, general reading, guys. So when the Chariot arrives, I mean, the overall energy for your reading is going to be a lot of movement going on right off the top, without question. The Chariot, when it appears, it shows that this is a serious time for serious progress. Really start making a difference and actually having a very tactile sense of satisfaction. That's what I'm hearing. Tactile sense of satisfaction. Something that feels so good you can almost touch it. You can imagine touching it. It's kind of a thing. Let me get my book on this one. I say that was the Chariot. That's right. Major Arcana card. Absolutely. That's going to make me look for it. Sometimes I like the literal meaning right from the book because it calls for it. There we go. The meaning is movement, as I just told you. It's time to make some serious progress. Travel is favored now, as our moves connected with work. The card is also a general sign that every aspect of your life will surge forward. However, balance is necessary, and you may need to treat people around you with care, as this is a card of energy rather than sensitivity, so keep your ego in check, basically, is what you're being told. Keep your ego in check. Just be careful how you eat, because if you slight people, offend them, be rude, or quick or too sharp, people don't forget that. They never do. They remember stuff, but we just do. It's in our nature. Yes, this is a card of energy rather than sensitivity. So I mean, part of you is like, part of you is just forging forward without thought to anybody else. It's just that simple. The card reveals that good timing and being aware of your ego will be essential if you're to keep your show on the road. An additional meaning of the card is acquiring a new car or another vehicle. The advice of this card is time to actively to move forward with any plans that you may have right now, and keep that ego of yours in check. Don't forget about that. And to enjoy this time of power and motivation. Forward movement, the big time, there's a lot going on. And you've got something driving you right now, pushing you forward. Power and motivation. And you can feel the power. And you can feel the movement. And it's exciting to you. And it's bringing you happiness is what it's doing. The keywords are journeys, determination, willpower, progress, friction, guidance, and protection. I just heard short, frequent trips, jaunts, kind of errand kind of thing, almost like errands. Or it may have to do with business, small little jaunts, and places you have to go. It's all part of an extension of kindness from you, and it's also somehow business related. I don't know how that fits together, but I don't know. I just don't know. Okay, so that's your overall energy. So the next card that I drew for you, the Nine of Swords. It's all about anxiety, and it's all about money. Lots and lots of money. All right. So when this card shows up, okay, first off, it's swords. Swords are all about the thought process, what's going on inside your head, having to make decisions, having to come to conclusions, looking for new beginnings, looking for better things. You may have some things keeping you up at night even. You're losing sleep over. So, it's the card of anxiety. So there's some worrying going on for some of you as far as your finances are concerned. Maybe not, there's more money going out right now than coming in. That would be understandable for a whole big swath of people with Christmas right on top of us. It's coming in fast now. So people do go last minute. Not that it's last minute here, but for some people, yeah, they're going to start pulling maybe the credit cards out. Maybe dip into the savings account a little bit. It's causing some anxiety. Nudging you to stay awake a little bit longer at night, kind of sneaking into your thoughts in the middle of the day. Something doesn't feel right. I'm getting that. I'm hearing that. The bank balance, the flow, something's off. Something's off. That's what I'm hearing as well. Try to remember whatever ties you in knots at 3 in the morning may look a lot softer and not so bad in the light of day. We'll put it that way. So you're feeling anxious due to pressure, maybe over work and relationships or family issues. You're the worrier at this point. On a physical level, it can show somebody not sleeping well due to stress or overthinking. Really, an overkill. Sorry for the lighting. Here we go again. I might have to pull you guys in a bit. Maybe, I don't know. It's kind of cool, eh? But you can't see what I'm doing. So, but the advice of this card, as I said, you're worrying That's on your mind. The swords are all about what's on the mind and making decisions and putting things, for heaven's sakes, to rest. So that it doesn't keep you awake at 3 o'clock in the morning. So you got to think of that. So your keywords for this card, and this is in your financial sector, is panic attack, fear, guilt, insomnia, nightmare, stress, and a mental overload. Okay, you got to get on top of that. Lickety split and take care of that. The next card that turned up in the affairs of your heart in any way, shape, or form is the Hermit. He's all about contemplation. Let's see, guys, if I can pull you in a bit more here. Maybe get away from that bad light. Nope, I think it just aimed the camera one way or the other. We'll do that. Nope, it's not it either. I'll just move my chair over a smidge. Okay. All right, so we pulled the Hermit. It's all about contemplation. So when this card appears, this is an important time for quiet reflection. This is showing up in your heart, your love, and I'm feeling a romance sector for some of you Scorpions. A time to sit back, a time to take stock, a time to just do a little check-in on yourself and where your life is going in that direction. Right now, you tend to also absorb things that have happened lately. It's all kind of, you've been busy, kind of running your legs off, and now you're stopping to take something you picked up on, something that happened. You're the only one that knows. If it's in a partnership, your partner doesn't know what you know, but you know something. You picked up on something that didn't seem right. Something smelled off, and you really haven't given yourself time to digest what you saw, to properly address it within your own quiet moments, and to see and take a good look, to see what it is. You're trying to remain logical and not overreact. And you really, you will be taking a little bit of time to yourself right now, just before it gets crazy again. Kind of like catching your second wind. And it's better for you to retreat right now, to take yourself away, off somewhere, for a little bit of quiet time just for you, and to welcome the retreat with open arms, rather than feeling, oh, I'm all alone in the world and I'm lonely. Don't do that, because this is a really good time to recharge your personality, your spirit, and your energy. It's really a good time for that. This doesn't seem to be getting much better. I'm real sorry about that, guys. What if I push it now? No. It's this time of day, I guess. I don't do readings very often this time of the day. I'm very sorry. What a shame. Anyway, yeah, so you need to have this time. And like I say, it's different. If you put the onus on yourself to leave a populous area, someplace you may be at home, take yourself for a drive, go for a long walk, cop a squat on a log, on a nature path or something, to just kind of veg out where you won't be disturbed by anybody else. Peace and tranquility is going to be important to you right now, so you can straighten some things out and catch your second wind before you get too busy again. Know that your inner light will guide you. You're going to be using your intuition a lot at this time. You'll also know that for those of you that are alone, mateless, we'll say, know that you will not be alone forever. The card is here to bring that to your attention. You are not going to be alone forever. Put some distance from any overwhelming relationships right now, if you're able to do that as well, Scorpio. You may want to look at that. You may want to putting some distance between yourself and people that you know are not going to be beneficial to you at this time. You're going through some things, and you need some breathing room. You can't deal with everything that's on your mind and on your plate. And I'm getting the feeling for some of you, there's a lot of stuff. You're starting to feel maybe even a little bit overwhelmed. There's just too much activity going on, too much expected of you, too many promises to deliver. And you're feeling a lot of that. Some of you handle that very well as Scorpions. It's like the more of a challenge is put in front of you, the more you're being tested, the more under the gun you are. Time restraints, some of you work really well. You work better under those conditions when the stress is on. It just, there's no flubbing anything up because you know what you do and you know what has to be done. And you know that you just work better under pressure. You're not a sucker for punishment. It's just the way you are. The advice of this card is don't resist being alone. This is a time for healing and contemplation to find out the answers that you seek. Know yourself on a deeper level, and all that other stuff will come easier. Keywords are thought, retreat, travel, inner journey, solitude. Okay? Some relationships up in the air, relationship questions, some deep looking to see the growth. You're looking to see growth in a relationship. It's very important right now. I get the feeling I'm hearing some of them are at that age. It's like, poop or get off the pot, to be polite about it. Some of you are feeling the clock ticking. You're with the right person and everything some of you, you're going to turn it up just like this, the snap of a finger. Something's going to come over you. Everything seemed to be fine yesterday. Your life seemed to be in order and everything's going, and all of a sudden, one day's difference, something inside of you has popped up and you have to deal with it. So in your challenges for the month is the Ace of Swords, all about victory. Victory. Keywords for this card are beginnings and decisions and action and clarity, determination, solutions, and ideas. The advice is use your intelligence, and if you do, the victory will be yours. That was implied in one of your previous cards as well. This ace reveals that you will benefit from a very smart decision that's going to lead to immediate victory. If there have been any delays or any blocks, this ace is here to show you that there's going to be a breakthrough, and all the blocks and all the bricks and all the walls that have been popping up in front of you all along are all going to vanish. And you're going to ask yourself, were they here in the first place? A breakthrough. A beginning. Some of you could be beginning new relationships or looking to start a new relationship, have an idea of a new relationship with somebody that you haven't been with yet. You've not made that intimate connection. Mental dexterity will come in handy at this time. Your instincts are going to sharpen. And some of you may be in legal battles, debates. I got this for someone the other day. It feels the same. I'm hearing property lines, maybe debates over who owns ownership, debates over legal courtroom, legal battles, arguments, debates over ownership of something. Two entities are in argument over who has ownership rights over something. I don't know what that is, I'm sorry. But there's your challenges right there for the month. So your message from Spirit in the 5th card in the Oceanic Tarot spread is the 9 of Wands, and it's about defense. Defense. So this card shows up and it brings to the forefront determination and challenges, sacrifice and hard work. A feeling, I got this, look, oh my goodness, these cards are amazing. A feeling of needing to be a feeling of protection, rigidity that's going to bring fear. Frozen in fear, frozen in I can't move forward, I can't do this. But the advice is to protect what is yours and to free up your thinking and not be so anal in your thinking. Create some mental space to plan for the future. Scorpio. Some Scorpions, they don't like surprises. They don't like things falling apart are falling in and interfering with their plans, and they don't feel they need to make room for something that's fallen in and is trying to mess up their plans that they have in their head. Scorpio likes to be 150% in control all the time of everything. That's where they're happy. And actually, with Scorpions, if you had to give them, some kind of duty to perform, to see that you can count on them to get a job done, you truly, truly can. Because they have a lot of pride and they have a big ego. A lot of them are quiet. A lot of them are dark and brooding. A lot of them are withdrawn. They're not all like that, but they're dark and mysterious. With the Scorpions, they just are, and they feel everything very deeply. You can tell when you look into a Scorpion's eyes, even if it's just in passing, what kind of a mood they're in, where their head's at, or if their head's even there in the same space as yours or not. You'll be able to tell their eyes are truly the windows to their soul. So when they're perturbed, they're upset, they're mad, they're hurt, you just look at their face and their eyes and you know. They're very strong that way. When this Nine of Wands appears, it shows you taking care of all the practical things that are in your life. Things you're exerting yourself over them. Things like and feeling protection over your job, over a property, defending your actions, or defending the actions of somebody else that isn't there to defend themselves. You're going to be jumping in and saying, hold on a minute here. Hold on. I know what's going on here. I was there. You don't need that other person here. You're not going to call them over this. You talk to me. You go through me is what you're going to be saying. You're going to go through me. And the person that you're facing off with knows you mean business. And you are in complete defense because you know where they're going with this conversation, and you know you were there, and you know how it went down. So you're not going to waste any time with none of this. You're just going to tell it like it is. They're not going to like what they hear, but you're the proof. You're the tie to the other person, but they've got to go through you to get to that other person, and they're never going to get through you. You're going to be standing your ground, absolutely. All right. So, that's your Oceanic Tarot spread. Where are we at for time? Not too bad. Now, okay. Okay. Your spirit guides, master, universe, master, natural card. Please refresh these cards with tired, stale vibrations and energies. Bring the energy of positive ions for one significator. Of the amount of motion through the body into the cold mind back here into these cards. One significator for the 5 card. Oceanic Tarot spread. The Sun Scorpio. Mid-month general reading, December 2016. Thank you. I'm trying not to bang them on the table. Upon reviewing some of the videos, because my laptop is top of the line. It's got a high definition everything, including sound. So I don't understand when some of you say you can't hear me if the sound was bad. So, not all the time, but once in a blue moon, someone will say I couldn't hear. I'll ask other people. Nobody else had a problem, but I do notice on my end when I'm doing, like if I just drop, just like that's loud over the speakers of the laptop. It's all high def audio, high def visual. Let's see if we can cater for this overall 5 card Tarot spread. Scorpio. One more. Oh, all right. Right there. strength. She's a beauty. Strength. All right. Other major arcana. How many did you have here? Because it intensifies the power behind the reading. My. 1, 2, 3. We want strength. It's a good card. I can tell you that. And it is upright. And it does have 2 up and reversed. When this card is upright, it represents spiritual or physical strength and triumph. The opposite of that is, well, it's just the opposite of that. It's weakness, sickness, lack of faith, or abuse of power. But you are, this card is representing spiritual and physical strength and triumph. That sounds all good to me. Does this sound all good to you, Scorpio? I think so. I really do, because that's a great card. So it's almost like a happily ever after to the end of December for you. It's all going to come together. You're not to fear, not to lose sleep, not to be a worrier. You know, this is just a card telling you we know what's on your mind and you're worrying about things, okay? Everything will pan out. Everything will be all right. Everything will be as it should be. And you're a believer, and I know that. So, Scorpio, there's your reading for December. I won't see you guys back in until 2017 for January's reading, because we're all done for December. You're my very last reading as well. For the general readings, you're the very last ones for 2016. So it's kind of special, even though you had to wait. I'm sorry about that. But anyways, so for those of you that are celebrating the Christmas season, I just want to give you a very heartfelt Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And my wish for you is that you are safe and sound. You have a roof over your head. You have a soft bed to sleep in. You're eating 3 squares plus a day. You're feeling very safe. You're feeling protected. You're feeling happiness, love, joy. And the biggest thing of all, you're feeling contentment, because it covers all the above. As long as you're content, that's what it's all about. It's the same for, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa as well. The others that I'm neglecting to say. And for those that aren't celebrating, just may you have a great start to this time of year. We're in the dead of winter here. Minus 37 with the wind here today, just like Alaska. We're just like in the middle of the frozen tundra. Anyways, my favorite time of the year. So I wish everybody from the bottom of my heart to yours a very sincere, a very heartfelt, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And I'll see you back here on January 1st or in there and about. Until then, Merry Christmas. Bye-bye.